How many center points does Australia have? Official center points of the country. How many do you reckon?
What do you mean by center points, though? Like
Well,
the
like
center of
how
the
many?
country?
Yeah, how many official center points? Like the middle. How?
I would assume, right? So you go to the middle of Australia and you create 4 points. That's my guess, or 1 point.
The answer is three.
Well, I was close. I
Yeah.
was very close.
So there's a center of gravity method, which is like they're measured using different methods. You like put it's like if you were to lift the country up and like put it on a point where it would balance. That's like accounting
Good
for
balance there.
weights of mountains and stuff like that. Um, and there's a point that's like the furthest from any coastline, and then there's one that's just like the middle point from like the most north and the most south. And I don't. The most south seems to be in South Australia, so no one cares about um, Tasmania,
Well,
which is fair enough.
Tasmania wouldn't even be balanced in Australia because it's
Tasmania,
not connected
Tasmania isn't actually real.
through.
Um, yeah.
I'm looking at it. It
Uh,
seems like all the center points are in the Northern Territory.
yeah, because it's like the Northern Territory goes pretty far south, to be honest. Um, anyway, hi Larry. Hello.
Hello, Samuel. How are
Well,
you?
I'm good. How are you? Welcome to
Alright.
movie. What was this called? Movement,
Moviement.
movement or movement. That's it.
Yeah, something like that.
Um, this is exactly 1 week after the first one. 7 days on the dot. That's what time it is right now.
7 days exactly.
7 days exactly. Quick.
Actually, no, that's a lie. 7 days exactly, but plus 1 hour. Started
Plus
an
1 hour.
hour
That's
late.
true. That's true. We did start an hour late. Um, here's something pretty topical for you. What are your thoughts on Source 2 and how it's going to kill KZ?
Um, I don't think it actually will kill KZ. I think the only thing that might kill KZ is how long it'll take them to update everything. Other than that, I think KZ will be fine.
I agree. I think KZ will be fine. I do think that there'll be some like random vanilla stuff that'll change. Like
Yeah,
the
there's so much that they're gonna fucking. Yeah, I agree.
yeah, but I
There's a
think that
lot that will be added, in
yeah.
my opinion.
And
Or that,
obviously, none of us know how subtick works with bunny hopping,
yeah.
um, and whether official servers are going to be 128 tick or what. Um,
Well, if 128 tick smokes work, then I would assume that all the servers are 128 tick.
well, apparently they're not. Apparently they're 64, based
Well, we'll
off
find out.
like sending packets, and people have analyzed sending packets and Baxter's barking. It was fine. Um,
We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, the game now will be entirely different from how it is when it's officially
oh yeah,
released.
yeah, absolutely. What do you think about it now? As you're an ESCA person. How do you are you gonna
I think it's cool.
what
I have
are,
nothing against it. The only thing that the things I don't like are the minimal stuff, which aren't like that big of a deal, but like same time it kind of bugs me. Like the HUD,
oh yeah.
your gun is pointing to the right
Yeah, it's
side
pointing
now
the other
instead
way.
of the left.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
That
And then
makes me a bit. You know what? I actually don't care because I barely look at it. So
my other issue is, so if you don't have a nade, like there's like 4 circles on the bottom below your knife,
yeah,
and
yeah,
if you don't have a nade there, obviously it's a circle, but if you have a nade, it's a circle. But if you buy Molly flash smoke or whatever, you'll still have a circle there, even though you have 4 nades, which I think will bug me. I don't want the circles to be there to begin with,
So do you want?
personally.
So I like the circles personally, but do you think that if you buy 4 nades, that like the flashbangs, the 2 individual flashbangs should take up 2 of the circles?
I think personally, I'd rather just have it 2 flashes together.
Yeah.
I don't think there should be 2 spaces.
Cool. Well, obviously, because Source 2 came out, what was it, like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, something like that. I think it's been out for like a week, but it got announced a while ago.
Yeah. And we recorded the last video, the last one, a week ago. So, Source 2's been out for the whole time that we've been doing this podcast, which is crazy.
Yeah. Like I said, though, I think there's a lot that they haven't added that they will add updates. I mean, it's like what, week 1 into beta, right? So it'll be entirely different from how it is now versus official release.
Do you think that they're reworking Inferno? I've heard that they're reworking Inferno. Do you think that will be a thing? The third Inferno rework or whatever it is?
I don't know. I think we should get. I don't know what map you would take out for Inferno, because Inferno is by far the best.
Oh, I just mean like when they release the CS2.
Yeah, I don't know. They might work it. I saw that they put Italy back in the fucking map pool, or like, cause in the fucking trailer and shit shows.
Yeah,
Italy.
yeah. I don't think that's a map pool thing though. I think they just
have it added.
They just reworked it for some reason. But maybe they're trying to integrate hostage mode into into active duty. That would be crazy.
But I don't know how that would work.
I don't think it would
work.
work.
Weird. It'd be the most
T-sided
all. Thing ever.
Yeah. I think the main reason why every map isn't incredibly CT-sided is because of the AK.
Yeah.
So
having
well, I just mean like the AK one hit headshotting versus an A4 and an A1S. So as a defender, as T-side defending, you just have better economy and you have better weapons. So
the economy is rough because you can win 6 rounds in a row and lose like 1 or 2, and your economy's like you gotta save.
Yeah. So when was the actual last time we did this? I think it was like 2 months ago or something.
Hold on, I'll look it up.
Yeah.
It was 2 months ago.
Okay, so that means, based on that trajectory, we got to pick a major winner. G2, I agree.
G2 or Liquid?
Liquid? You're crazy.
I gotta support NA, bro.
Now, I've been watching older stuff. And my question is, 2019 Liquid, the one that won the Grand Slam in like 50 days or whatever.
Days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was the AWPer? Was it Nitro?
Nitro.
Really?
It was Nitro and I think Stewie secondary. Or it was either Stewie or fucking Nav or...
Yeah.
It's one of them too. I think it was Stewie though.
So they didn't...
like op mechanics.
Yeah, but they didn't really have like a powerhouse AWPer.
No, but what they did have is powerhouse aimers that just out-aimed everyone.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Anyway, do you want to get onto the movie? Do we do movie first? I think so.
Yeah.
Who knows? We don't even have a format. Movie, The Northman. And
Great
the Northman 2022, fantastic movie, very good movie. Directed
Very
by
brutal.
Robert Eggers. Yes, very brutal. I spoiler alert. Doesn't he like cut his head off right at the end?
Dude, he gets his head shanked off.
He gets his
That
head
thing is-
shanked off. Now, I don't know if I'm alone here, but I think that the best part of the movie, just like that gives me, what's it called, dopamine, is when, is like right at the start, and it's in the trailer as well, where the guy chucks the spear and then he grabs it and spins around and throws it back. So good.
Dude, there's a lot of sick moments. Like, all the fight scenes in that movie were just straight out brutal.
It's just, you know what?
The village raids were always sick.
Yeah, that was a bit disturbing, to
cool
be honest.
I think the only thing that was weird to me was like the ritual scenes. That shit was kind of weird.
Yeah, there was some Norse mythology stuff as well that went into it with the see, I was playing God of War last year, and there's the Draugrs, which are like the dead, the zombies almost, and he fights one of those in you know when he has to go get the axe or whatever he's getting.
Yeah.
And he's got to fight like the dead guy. That's like a basic enemy in God of War, but apparently it's like a massive deal in Norse mythology. There's also the whole Valkyrie thing at the end, where he gets flown off into space or something. I don't know.
Yeah. You see that in what's it called?
In
What's that one fucking? I'm trying to remember. It's like if you die as a die in battle,
You die in
go
battle,
off into
yeah.
Valhalla.
yeah,
I think that's
yeah.
what it is.
Yep,
There's
that
a
is
couple
it.
movies that have that in. I think Thor might have had that. But...
Yeah, Thor has it. You know what's funny about Thor? I know this is a tangent. So, if I'm understanding this right, Valhalla is a place where you every single day you like fight. You do like a massive war, and you have massive meals at the. You have like a massive meal, like in the morning, and then you fight a war during the whole day, and then that's like you do that for eternity, and then I don't know. That's sort of like the dumbed down version of it, I think, but in Thor, whatever the third one was, that's where
the third Thor, yeah.
Yeah, that's where Natalie Portman ended up, which is like she's like a scientist or whatever, you know. That's a terrible existence to just do that for the rest of eternity. What, like, it was shaped as like this happy ending, but I feel like that's just like that's literal eternal torture. Anyway, that's that's my little rant about Thor Love and Thunder, a movie that was pretty awful.
I don't, dude. The MCU is dead.
The MCU is dead.
DC's on the rise.
It died after
Vibes.
Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi's the best Marvel movie of all time, and you can't tell me otherwise.
I will not try and argue.
Okay,
I
let's
disagree, though.
Oh.
I disagree.
What's your favorite?
Favorite MCU movie?
Yeah.
It's either Captain America Winter Soldier or Infinity War.
Okay. I think Winter Soldier's good. I just think that Shang-Chi is like... Shang-Chi is different. It works by itself. It's like... it's a movie. I don't know. It's not a franchise movie. It's just a movie. And that's what I like about it.
But it will be a franchise movie.
It will be. It will be eventually. But it's like, this is why I like the first Captain America so much, and the first Iron Man so much. It's because
Iron Man is very good.
They're just movies, you know. It's just like they didn't know what it was gonna be. I know that Shang-Chi obviously was setting up some stuff or whatever, but I haven't seen them yet.
Talk about another bad movie, dude. Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
3, Quantum
I did.
Mania, whatever that shit is.
Yeah, I did see that. I thought it wasn't as bad as people thought it was, but it also wasn't good.
Yeah. Mediocre, I think was the word.
Yeah, mediocre. Bill Murray was in it, so that's
Ooh, spoiler.
spoiler. Let's talk
Is
about
it a spoiler?
let's talk about the Northman. Come on, let's get back to the Northman.
I'm ready.
So I've got the IMDb here. Directed by Robert Eggers, who did The Lighthouse, another good movie.
Banger.
And it's also
RP?
written RP. What?
Robert Pattinson.
Oh yeah, true. I thought
GOAT.
role play. What are you talking about?
No.
Riot points? No, that's not right. And it stars Alexander Skarsgård, who was actually in Zoolander.
He was in Zoolander.
Yeah, so that's making me think.
One
what
of
if
the most underrated characters in Zoolander.
Yeah, what was his name? You know his name, don't you?
Meekus.
Meekus.
His name was Meekus.
Yep. So I'm thinking that we should have like an actor that is like that joins each of the movies that we do, you know?
Of course. Makes sense.
So we'll figure that out later. But yeah, Alexander Skarsgård absolutely ripped in this movie.
He was jacked. You know, that's not the only movie he's gotten jacked for, though.
Zoolander?
Tarzan, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he looks like a Tarzan, doesn't he?
He was
I guess
jacked
because
in
he
that
is
movie,
Tarzan.
too.
I'm looking at his IMDb page, and his picture is him without any pants on. So I don't know what the deal with that is.
Just flexing in style.
Yeah. Anyway, I like this movie.
I like it too. I don't understand some of the review bombs.
Yeah. Do you want to read some of them? I've got them up here.
Yeah, you read them.
I'll read some 1 stars. I'll try and find some good ones. Okay, here we go. I would give this a 0, but Google will not allow me to. 0 out of 5. To start, okay, this is such a long review. Why don't people post like short little?
Yeah, can't they like summarize 4 sentences or something?
I know. Give me a. I need a short 1-star review. Come on. Why are people typing so much into Google? Okay, here we go. 1 star. One could say that this depiction of the Vikings around 900 AD is quote-unquote realistic in that it shows this is like an analysis. It shows the hedonistic and primitive ways of the time and its people. However, even during darker times of human history, humans did experience some joy, and this movie had no showing of that side of humanity. Are you kidding? They played like soccer or something.
Well, yeah, and they also showed relationships, remember? Because he had a kid.
He had a kid.
Or
he was a
was
kid.
going to have a kid.
Yeah.
He was a kid.
The kid's on a boat.
You know,
yeah.
He had a beautiful wife.
That's true. It says it tried too hard to only show gory deaths, vengeful massacres, and the twisted nature of religion. It was a relatively one-dimensional view, albeit with beautiful cinematography. See, okay. In a movie with such aesthetic beauty, the stories of the characters should match the raw beauty of the landscape. A missed opportunity. I think that's a fair criticism. I don't think that criticism warrants 1 star.
I think it's just being picky, realistically.
It is being picky. The thing is, I went into the movie. If you
watch the trailer, you go into the movie thinking like, dude, this thing's gonna be a fucking brawl.
Yeah, and then they come out of it going.
What the movie is.
Yeah. And then this person goes in and is like, "Oh man, it was a brawl. What's the deal with that?"
Yeah, no. It's like they go into the movie expecting to see rainbows or something. Fucking crazy.
There was some nice,
There was nice moments. There was
nice
nice
moments.
shots.
Yep.
You know, it showed family
It showed a
before
family.
family went
Before...
to shit. But like,
yeah, and then there was like some weird stuff with his mum. That was weird.
oh yeah, his mom's a bitch.
Yeah. Um, but you know, it's oh, I
What?
really liked it. I thought it was like
I liked it too. It was everything I thought it was gonna be when I went into it.
yeah. I went in and I
Brutal.
was like, this is just gonna be Vikings like messing each other up,
Yeah, dude, like if
and
you go to a Viking movie, what do you expect? Like fucking not everything's the MCU. It's not gonna be all lighthearted. There's gonna be
yeah,
some because that's not how the light or like it's not how life was back then.
yeah,
Whether it was the Vikings or it was the fucking Native Americans or indigenous people, like
yeah.
shit was brutal, dude.
This person said,
Back then it was all about conquering land in any means necessary.
yeah, but not to this guy, not to Alexander Skarsgård's character. He just wanted to
Avenge his father.
avenge his father, save his mother, and kill Fjolnir or whatever his name was.
Yeah. The uncle, I believe.
Yeah, yep. His stepdad, pretty much. This review says the story was formulaic, the battle scenes were so unbelievable, and the acting was like a high school play. I didn't get that experience at all. Half the cloth and fabric
High
looked
school
modern.
play, that's a very high production high school play. That's what they think.
Yeah. Half the cloth and
I don't
fabric
know.
looked modern, and no building made of sod ever looked like the ones in the flick. I don't know. I've done research on this movie, and Robert Eggers like goes out of his way to make everything historically accurate. So I don't think that this guy.
I don't know, maybe he was around back then. Who knows?
Maybe Paul Reed was.
Maybe he knows more than us.
Yeah. As a big fan of Vikings and The Last Kingdom. What's The Last Kingdom? Is that a TV show?
I know about the Lost Kingdom, I think. I don't know about the Last
It is a
Kingdom.
TV show. Okay, they're just Viking TV shows. You can't compare it to Viking TV shows. I'll give it 1 star for the
Well,
scenery.
It's Game of Thrones. That's a Viking TV show, right? Is that considered?
I guess so. I've never seen it.
Yeah, neither have I. I just know that they fucking botched the ending so hard. People are
Yeah.
upset.
Let's read
There's a show called Vikings as well.
Yeah, that's what that guy mentioned. He said it was better than this movie, but TV shows are stupid, so that's let's see. A quick 5-star review. Finally, a film in mainstream theaters that didn't make me want to immediately walk out. Okay, I don't like this guy already. I like contradicting
well, in 2022,
myself.
we got some good movies, but we also had some bad ones. So
That's true.
I'm wondering what movies he's been seeing.
This guy probably hated Everything Everywhere All at Once.
That movie won an Oscar, so clearly it's.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing
pretty
is that everyone. Can I stop getting Discord message? Everyone like loved that movie when it was like an A24 movie that was you know, like an indie movie that was getting a bunch of like good reception, and then all of a sudden it started winning every award, and people were like, oh, it's so overrated and whatever. But it's just I don't know if it deserved to win Best Picture.
Well, out of all the other movies out there, what would you compare it with?
I wouldn't compare it. It's not comparable to any other movie.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think that
I think the Best Picture awards, in my opinion, if I had to like give it to any, would be Batman,
okay, well,
Top Gun, and then Everywhere, Everything.
Was Batman even nominated? It wasn't.
Yeah,
I
it
would
was
have given
nominated
it
for
to.
something.
It was nominated for makeup, I think.
I think it was like best cinematography or some shit.
Something
That's the
like that.
thing.
Yeah. I would have given it to Banshees of Inisherin, personally. I
Did not
think
see that movie.
it's a good movie. I didn't love it, but it seemed a lot more of a Oscar winning movie. You know how they're like there's like certain movies that win Oscars, you know. And that seemed like one of them. Like I don't know, you know how Parasite won in 2020? It's like similar to it's kind of similar to that style wise. Except completely different. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, rate the movie out of what did we do last time? 5? 10? We did it out of 10.
I think we did 10.
And then you said something about
Rookie numbers.
yeah,
You
yeah.
can't do like a. You can't do a. Can't just say 7 out of 10 or something. You gotta have like a decimal.
No, and
7.0 is okay, but like
oh, okay.
you can't just say 7.
Okay. What are you giving the Northman?
I think the Northman is a solid 8.1.
I'll give it an 8.5. I haven't seen it in a while, but I went into
I
it.
have only seen it once.
Yeah,
but,
me
like,
too. Me too. I went into it expecting Viking gore, and that's exactly what I got, and I was happy.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, if you watch the trailer, like I said, the movie's everything that the trailer shows it to be.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what people expected to have it be when you go into the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. People are weird nowadays.
People are weird. And you know what else is weird? Shard on KZ Surf Kim Hana GL.
Talking about one of the smoothest world records in KZ, or former world records, I should say.
Yeah, who beat it? Is it only Smeeze that beat it?
I think Smeets is the only person to beat it.
Okay. First of
Look it
all,
up.
cringe. Yep.
Yeah, so Smeeze beat him by
Point
the
8.
website's slow as shit. Yeah, point 0.8. And Shard's run was in 2019.
Yeah.
And the next closest time is Buki, and Shard is 2 seconds roughly faster.
Yeah.
So
I think this is
you
easily
yourself is on the top 5.
Yeah, well, that was world record back in 2018, if you could believe it.
Damn. It's been that long. Maybe you should rerun.
No, I'm never beating this record. But this Shard run it's just so I don't like
I don't know, the best word to describe it is clean.
it's so clean.
It's one of the cleanest world records ever.
Yeah.
Maybe the cleanest.
I can't think off the top of my head a cleaner run. Like he missed some block skips.
Yeah, the only thing that he misses is perfs, I think.
He just missed a few
Like,
perfs.
sorry, Smeeze, but I think Shard's run is better than yours. It's just you perf more.
I agree.
But sometimes it happens.
Oh, he didn't hit the block skip at the end. Man. He did get unlucky with a few perfs, but he also got lucky with a few perfs, so, you know. I don't know. This run is just... There's not much else to say about it, to be honest. It's just one of the best runs of all time. Even though it's not a world record, it's just so good.
I think the only run that See, the only run that I could think of that is comparable, and they're not even really comparable because it's a different style of map and the run is a lot newer. But I think Smee's on Slide Arid is like the best record on KZ at the moment.
I haven't even
But I think
seen that.
Tier 7 slide map and he one-shots it.
Oh, is that the one that's like all dirty and deserty?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
outside. Yeah. I think that's the best run in KZ at the moment. People can cry that, oh, Surf isn't KZ, but they can suck one, dude. That run is insanely good.
Mm. Well, I think that Surf KZ definitely has its own skill set compared to
Does
just Surf. Obviously,
yeah,
it's a
I
different
agree.
tick rate. It's a different air XL. I think it's different air XL at least. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I believe it is.
It's just a different way, and the slides with how steep they are, it's completely different in how you approach it and execute it. It's just its own.
You gotta be a lot more
own thing.
precise.
Yeah, I mean, obviously surfing. Not to take anything away from high level CSS surfing,
Servers.
but
Yeah.
like all that's obviously incredibly precise, but it's just different.
My take on it is, this is a hot take. I think if you put a KZer on a surf server, he'll do fine. Put a surfer on a KZ server, he's gonna have a little rough go at it.
Yeah.
That's my take. I think like if you're good at KZ, you can go into any of the movement modes and do well.
Yeah, I think that obviously you'll need to practice a fair amount to get
Yeah.
used to it, but
You have the concepts already.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
and then I don't know. But like overall, I think the Surf Kim Hana run by Shard is, even though it's not world record anymore, I think it's like the cleanest run.
I think it's yeah.
I still
also
can't think of a
think-
run that like just can't compare.
Yeah. I also think that this map is so good. It's like
Surf Kim Hana is a good map.
It's one of the best maps in my opinion. That's why I grinded it
It is
so
a banger.
much back in the day.
Let's see if you still have the SKZ world record. Or
I don't
close to
think
it.
so. I think Wiki took it.
No, you're third. You got beat by Tasca and then Ku.
Ah, Ku. Ku's always taking my SKZ records, man.
It's coming for you, bro.
Dude, I just tried to
Oh
do
yeah,
Pine
you and
Forest.
Pine Forest. You and Pine Forest. Somehow you guys got that map. What the saying was, -2 is insane or whatever, or getting sub 2,
Yeah.
and then now it's 156. So it's crazy.
Anyway, I don't really have anything else to say about anything. Ever again.
Ever again?
Oh, I have a question for you.
What's up?
Let's jump back on the topic of. Oh yeah, we need to rate. We need to rate the shard one. I'm gonna go first and say 9.5. I think it's like. It's only missing perfs, and that's not something you can really control. I think it's one of the best runs of all time.
I agree. I think it's a little higher than that. I think it's a 9.6.
Okay. Okay. Well, you heard it here first. Shard's 1 minute 20 run on Surf Kim Hana is officially better than the feature film The Northman. It's official now.
It's
So
crazy.
RMRs. We'll jump back on competitive CS:GO.
Oh,
let
did
me
you
just
see
look up-
IHC? Did you see IHC?
They replaced Score, didn't they?
Well, no, they're like going under a new name.
Oh, are
Called
they?
the Mongols. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I don't know if they're still contracted under IHC or
Wait.
what, but like they're going under the Mongols now.
Oh, that's sick. They have a new fifth. I know that.
Yeah, they got rid of the Cabal guy, the guy that had a kid or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. I'm excited to watch Twisted Minds in the Asia RMR because that has Doc and Lobo in it, which is interesting. Um, and they're versing the Mongols in the first round.
The Mongols are gonna win. Hate to break it to you.
Probably, yeah. But
I think I don't know.
you've got
My
Rare
my
Atom
opinion on
against
Doc is
Vertex.
scuffed, but
Yeah, why is that?
well, I'm pretty sure he used to cheat. I don't think he cheats anymore, but he used to hang around sketchy people, and he was banned on ESCA for quite a bit.
Interesting.
He hung around sketchy people, like he hung around people that were DDoSing, and he was hanging around people that were banned for cheating as well.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Um,
but
do you reckon that these guys joined a Syrian team just so that they could compete in this RMR, or did they actually, or is it like a, I don't know. It seems like a bit of
I don't
a,
know. Like they I don't know how the whole RMR system works versus how like where it's determined where you play, right?
yeah,
I mean, I guess it's majority Syrian that they'll play in the Syrian, and Syrian's considered Asia or
yeah.
Middle
I think
East,
the
right?
Middle East, yeah,
So I guess that would make sense.
sure, yeah. And you've also got Rare Atom in here who are versing Vertex in the first round.
And I hate to break it to you, but your boys in Vertex are gonna lose.
I know, I know.
They're gonna get owned by Jam Young.
They are. Jamyong's so good. I think that Greyhound will beat Tai Lu though, probably. Um, I don't know. Do you reckon there'll be any upsets from the Europe side? Oh, Azza joined Sprout. I don't know if you
Yeah,
saw
I did
that.
see that. Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
I think the
They're not
other
gonna
thing
win
that's
anything,
cool
but
about I think the other thing that's cool about the Asia RMR is that it's in Mongolia.
that is, yeah, it's really cool. It's in
And
Ulaanbaatar.
fun fact, little fun fact, is that Mongolia, the capital, coldest capital in the world.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's
Quite cold
just
there.
it's just a it's just a cold place.
There's really nothing in Mongolia. The other fun fact I learned is that outside of like the capital and a few of the other cities, that they only have like 3 roads.
Yeah, it like spans the entire country, and the country's pretty big as well.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Um,
Crazy, crazy.
do we have anything else interesting about the RMRs? I don't think so.
Oh, wait, no, you asked about upsets. Hold on, let me look.
Yeah, yeah. Any upsets?
Um,
I'm excited to see fours qualify. They'll probably qualify after.
so I think OG could beat FaZe. I don't know if that's considered an upset though.
I haven't even seen the first round matches.
It's VP versus Saw, Mouse versus B8 or Bait,
Yeah, what? Who are
Fnatic
they?
versus
Ukrainian.
Vipero, Navi versus Into the Breach,
Yeah.
Bad News Eagles versus One Win. And then Sprout versus Falcons, FaZe versus OG, Apex versus Gamer Legion.
Okay. I don't really know. It's Swiss, isn't it? So it really doesn't. Those matches
Yeah.
don't matter that much.
And then the America RMRs, you got like, I don't know. I think the teams that are going to come out of this will probably be Liquid and like Furia, maybe Complexity. I don't know how many teams come out.
It says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 teams come out of the RMR.
Yeah. So there's.
So if I had to take a guess, it'd be Liquid, Furia, Complexity, Pain.
Yeah.
Depends how EG plays. Like, people can shit on EG, but I think they're still better than what they're given credit for.
Oh, they
Just
put.
being like in the NAS, like South America region's tough because the only way you can get consistent practice is being in Europe full time. It's the same thing with Australia and Asia,
Yeah, yeah.
which like I don't know, sure, but it's like not cheap to begin with. And second, like I don't know, who wants to be in Europe 24/7?
I
Unless
know.
you're like in some cool ass country, but
Well, I wanna, um, I wanna go to the CS2 major in Copenhagen. I'm saving up for it.
oh yeah,
Um,
you and Gookie gonna go?
no, he doesn't want to go.
He's gonna go. Don't worry.
Okay. um,
Australia deserves a major,
I know. Give us a major.
but the only thing that's scuffed about it is your guys' time zones, which isn't
Well, who cares
your
about
fault, but
that?
true.
I have to watch every
NA
match
deserves
at
one
like.
too. Like I feel like NA and Australia have the best crowds. Our crowds are so good,
Well,
like both of
the
them.
crowds have to be like. I don't know. I don't
I
know.
just remember the IEM Cindy crowd, and so they were always good.
Yeah, because no one
And
expects
then like
Australian teams to do anything, so everyone who rocks up is just there because they want to be there.
yeah, and then NA is the same way, dude. Like NA crowds are fucking great.
Yeah,
Whenever watching the Boston Major, they like roared after every kill, no matter
yeah,
what it
yeah,
was.
yeah. I mean, if
It's
you
like I
had
don't know.
if you had IEM Sydney with G2 on top and JKS popping off, oh
Oh, dude,
boy,
it would be fucking
oh
massive.
boy,
It's crazy,
so
dude.
good.
It's like I don't even know. I feel like Europe has some good crowds, but like cities like Copenhagen, fucking they only cheer if it's Astralis, so fuck them.
Yeah,
Brazil will only cheer if it's fucking Brazilians.
yeah, that Brazil
But
one was a
the
bit.
thing is, they both both crowds show up, right?
Yeah,
No matter what team is playing, they'll show up, but they won't make noise unless a certain team is playing, and that part's annoying.
yeah.
So that's just my take. I feel like in NA and Australia, we cheer no matter what. Like
Um,
fucking, it can be down bad, but we'll still cheer.
yeah, I'm gonna cheer. If I go to this CS2 major, I'm cheering for. I so my in from my personal experience, Australia's always been the underdog. So I know everyone has a soft spot for the underdog, but I love just like following them, hoping they win, sort of thing. Like I don't really care. Like when FaZe was sort of making their way up from doing terribly in 2021 to beating
To
Navi,
being
who was supposed to be like in this Navi era. That's who I was like supporting. Was I don't want the favorite to win ever. It's so boring. Just
I
like
think the only time I wanted the favorite to win was when Simple got his major. I think he
yeah,
deserved one.
I think
And
seeing
like
that's
I'll say
cool.
the same thing for G2. I think Nico deserves a major, right? So if they're in
Yeah,
it, even if they're favorited, I want them to win. I think Nico deserves one.
yeah. I think
I'll
people are
say the same thing
making.
for NA players. I think Elite deserves a major. Same with NAF and Nitro.
I think JKS deserves a major, so I'll say that. I'll say Nico
I
deserves a
agree,
major.
dude. JKS is the most underrated player in CS. I
Well,
mean, right now, like, not anymore because he's
yeah,
been popping off. But prior, JKS is a beast.
he's just a solid anchor. He's the solidest
Oh, he's more
anchor.
than just solid, bro. He's fucking good at everything.
Yeah. Um. But yeah, I'll say I hope G2 win.
I will say
Give
JKS is
JKS a
the best
major.
M4A4 player right now. I will say
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I don't
He,
think there's
he
another
loves
player
it.
that's as good with the A4
He loves it.
as he is.
I do think that people are overhyping this whole last CS:GO major thing, like last chance to win a CS:GO major, whatever. Like, who cares?
Yeah, just to become Counter Strike 2
It'll
anyway,
just be Counter
eventually.
Strike 2. Like, it'll just be like if you look at. I mean, I'm yoinking this comparison straight from a I think HLTV confirmed podcast, but if you look at like 2013 major, that's a bigger jump from that to now than this to CS2 is going to be. Like, and you still consider that they're the same game. Like, CS2 is just an upgrade to CS:GO, so it's like who cares if if Zywoo doesn't win a major or if Nico doesn't win a major in CS:GO, it's not going to be a massive deal. They're just going to try and win a major in CS2. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think the only downside of the new major or the upcoming major is that it's not really a bad thing. It's just the whole language laws.
Oh yeah, because there's no.
It's gonna be there's gonna be French.
When they just be in person though, they'll still be English broadcasts.
Yeah. There'll be English broadcasts, but if they're doing it on the fucking, like on the microphone, where the entire arena can hear it, it'll hear French.
Yeah.
So.
Which was the same in Rio, so.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a deal. They were speaking French in Rio. That's fun. Anyway. Huh?
I was just saying. I don't even know. I was just saying, hey man.
Okay, hey man. Do you want to end it here? I'm sort of finished with everything that I wanted to say. Cool beans.
Pick it up another time, a week from now.
Yeah, a week from now in June. We'll say to end it off, Shard is better than the Northman. The end.
Shard is better than the Northman.
GG. See you later.